So you have a play kind of set up for you at Oklahoma. You catch it, turn your head upfield. What is going through your mind?
Well, the one thing I noticed is that I was kind of far away from, the start line or whatever. But yeah, that happened. I was kind of turning to look for the ball, and I drifted backwards. So I kind of set myself back 3 yards. But I saw a little bit of green grass. I would have hit if I just stayed on my path. But, yeah, they were closing in fast. So they came in and kind of got blindsided from the left. But
People don't notice those little things as being important in success or failure, but if those things don't go right at the start, it's awful hard to have a successful play.
yeah, I mean, if you really think about how much goes into a successful play, the snap, which is, I mean, most people can't even do that. Snap to blocking, quarterback, has to make his reads, receivers, one little step or, one little intricacy like that could throw off a whole entire play. So, I mean, that's why you practice. They pointed it out as soon as we went into film. So, that's something.
Right.
Yeah, I hadn't really done that before. So it's something I just practiced, and I'll be better next time. So.
We've talked a little bit before about you getting used to the changes that you made in your body to play the position. Is the next step getting comfortable in those situations and getting the ball thrown at you and blocking?
Yeah, I mean, last time we spoke, it was more just getting on the field and getting a feel, and now it's like, now that you get playing time, it's like, you can kind of slow down a little bit. You see things, open up a little bit more. And then, when you're talking with older guys and they're giving you tips and stuff, you can kind of relate because you've been out there a little bit more, and, you can kind of just craft your own game a little bit more. So it's like anything. As soon as you start to get comfortable with it, you kind of make it your own. And I think that's the next step is, the more I play, the more I see things, slow down, and, I'm able to make more plays. So.
Been using several formations with two tight ends, like one attached and then kind of a wing back behind to set up blocking for some of the jet sweeps and quick things. I'm guessing those were new things for you too. What are the important things, the keys that you have to do to throw successful blocks there?
I'm more inside the line, but those plays kind of just generate good offensive movement, either it's a sweep or a run or whatever. But they're supposed to give us 3 to 4 yards, almost guaranteed. But yeah, being put in that spot, which is, I never really did that. Even at the beginning of the season, I feel like we're doing it more now, or I'm in that situation more now. So it's different, but it's like anything else. It's just like a regular cutoff block of, I'm just on the ball at tight end. So it's really just the same thing for me, but there's a few things you do have to recognize inside the box that, you don't have to recognize in the hip, if you're on the ball. So there's a few little things like that, but it all just takes practice and, film and, just practicing it. So.
And the hardest thing about blocking in space, especially getting downfield a little bit to do so.
Yeah, the hardest thing about blocking in space is that the guys that you're blocking are really fast. So, and they're a lot smaller and quicker. So it's like that's something that we emphasize during practice all the time. Coach Trickett does a great job. We drill it and try and break down early so that you can react. Because it's harder for 250-pound guy to break down than a 210-pound guy. So. Yeah, that takes a lot of practice, and it also takes a lot of reps. You can't just practice it against a dummy all the time. You gotta have a live feel for it, because it's reactive. So the hardest thing about it is probably just, I don't know, those guys are fast.
When you get over here.
Yeah.
Let's square up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So.
It's kind of a paraphrase, but Coach Brown basically said there's times where it looks like you still think you're 190 as opposed to 250. How much of that is sort of just learning how to play at this size?
Yeah, a lot of it is learning. I feel like I've done a better job of, I guess, realizing I'm 250 pounds, but there's still moments, as a younger guy, we try to get rid of that, but as a younger guy, you kind of just, if you're ever really hesitant, it's not really going to work out in your favor. Like playing football, you got to know what to do. It's got to be full speed. So there are times maybe if I'm a little bit hesitant that it may seem like I'm playing at 190, but you know, we're looking to get rid of that. So.
Is there anything